So today I'm on my Vader 125, that's my Gen 2 Honda Grom clone, and we're on this morning, on this gloomy, rainy morning. It's because my Honda recently had a little bit of a snafu. Its battery decided it wanted to grenade itself at the end of the day before I got to go home from work. I don't know, I didn't fail in the driveway before going to work. That'd be ideal, but, you know, whatever. So much for Honda reliability, which it's not Honda's fault. That was an aftermarket battery I bought probably about 4 years ago. But I don't know if it just dropped a cell or what, because I go to leave the parking lot, and I'm a dum-dum and forget to turn the fuel on to the carburetor. So the bike dies, I hit the starter button, nothing comes up. The whole bike's dead. Like, what the heck is going on? I swapped the battery in, now she starts lickety-split. And then a lot of people will say, Honda. What's Honda stand for? Harley owners need dependable alternatives. Well, sometimes Honda owners need an alternative. Sometimes. Not as often, but sometimes. Which, for as cheap as this bike cost, this little mammer jammer, $1,400 shipped to the house. This light doesn't see me, and there ain't nobody behind me, so we're gonna make a little right ski. We're gonna do a little loop around here, because we could sit there all day, and we do have a dead red law, or a red dead law, not to be confused with Red Dead Redemption. Which, if you haven't played the second one and you're into gaming, what are you waiting for? But for what I paid, man, there's no reason not to get one of these things. Now, if you were going to use it as like your only bike, then I probably wouldn't recommend it. But as like a second fun bike you can just tool around on if you need to, man, oh man, these things are great for that. And I even think of getting rid of mine, because I don't ride it as much as I should. And then when I do ride it, I'm like, man, this thing's fun. Even if I'm getting rained on a little bit. I got my new Samsung Galaxy in my pocket. I hope that's okay. I probably should have wore a jacket too, man. It's a little chilly. Woo! That's all right, baby. We'll be okay. It's not the first time I've been in the rain, and ain't gonna be the last time. But man, 125cc, this little bugger gets 75 miles to the gallon. What? 75 miles to the gallon, baby. With me, 6 foot 220-ish on it. I think I got that same with me, 240, 250 on it, possibly. I don't know. Try not to worry about gas mileage too much. I'm less worried about miles per gallon. I'm more concerned about smiles per gallon. And right now I'm concerned about trying to get home before it starts, like, really opening up. And truth be told, talking about bikes, man, I love my Shadow Chopper, but this is just different fun, you know? I think it's mainly, though, because you can use all this bike's power all the time. You're only talking, like, somewhere between 6 to 8 horsepower somewhere in there. Heck, I don't know how much it is. No, Groms are about 8. I heard these carbureted clones are a little different, because that's, you know, one of the differences. These things are carbureted. You don't get the fuel injection. I'm sure there'll be some here in the future that have fuel injection on them. Or they might be out now. Heck, I don't know. These little cheap bikes are getting better every year, man. And it's not going to be as refined as, like, another bike. I mean, look how much that mirror's shaking right there. So she's going to be a little rough around the edges. I mean, they're great for tinkering on. Like, if you want to learn how to work on a bike, this is a perfect option, man. Freaking bike is cheap, parts are cheap. As it sits right now with the 125cc engine, I'm in it at most $2,000, and part of that was a C, which was about $200, which I'm not even using right now. This thing's essentially a street-legal pit bike. And honestly, with the carbon exhaust on it, I don't think it sounds that bad. It sounds like a pig that's, like, dying or something, but it doesn't sound too bad, at least in my opinion anyway. And even though she ain't the fastest thing in the world, she ain't exactly a slouch. I mean, you're going to keep up with traffic. I don't think there's any reason not to buy one of these things unless you just flat out don't want one, which is fine. I'm not here to sell you on the bike. I'm just telling you how much I enjoy it. And that's just based on my personal experience. That's all I can do is give you my honest opinion, and you guys can do with that what you want. I just think having a light, low-powered motorcycle that gets good gas mileage is not a bad thing to have around. Which I know. I said then I was thinking about getting rid of this thing. That's why I'm thinking about it. But I already bought a 212cc engine to drop into this thing to make it more power, baby, because that should be at least double. And it should rip pretty good at that point. I just don't know if I want to do it because I'm not a mechanic. It's a fairly straightforward swap. I just don't know if I want to deal with it anymore. So if I did end up getting rid of this thing, I would get rid of the engine. I would want to do the whole thing as a package at the same time. But we're still on the fence about it. I don't know. And buying these bikes, because, you know, obviously they're clones of, like, Honda Groms, and Kawasaki makes that Z125. Which one should you get if you were looking at, like, a little bike like this? Personally, I like these clones. I think they're a little better because both bikes are customizable. I think these are a little more customizable, and you actually got to put a little bit of work into some of these sometimes to get them going right. Not saying you can't ride it out of the box. I'm just saying mo parts is mo better. Cheaper parts is even better. And the main reason I got one is because I didn't want to spend a whole bunch of money on a Grom and then find out I don't like mini motos. Which, yes, talked about possibly getting rid of this thing, but that's not a guarantee. And it wouldn't be because I don't like the bike, it's just because it sits, and it doesn't get ridden like it should. And I think I made the right decision, you know? I think comparing this to like a Grom or something, I've never ridden one, I'd love to get my hands on one to do like a side-by-side comparison. But for me, I think this is the right choice, and if you'd like to hear my arguments on why I think this is better than a Grom, you can check that video out right here. And as always, y'all be good. See ya!